BBAI is in a massive spot, guys. We have been riding this descending channel, coming back down to the bottom and getting these bounces, coming down to the bottom and getting the bounces. It does appear we've had 1-2 days being thin price action to potentially get that push moving into these upper price action levels, guys. That being said, my name is Dylan. Dylan's Trades. Break straight into this technical analysis breakdown. First, sum it over on the weekly analysis. On the weekly analysis, we're seeing a massive breakout within the technical structure with massive volume to back it in, a lot of bullish sentiment, a lot of rumors, the Palantir stuff. There's a lot going on for BBAI, guys, right? With that being said, we are seeing a very technical setup, though. Play and add fuel to the fire, guys, right? News does matter and all of this stuff, but this is a technical game as well, right? First and foremost, we've seen this era of consolidation over here clearly get out to these highs, guys, right? Once we snap over these highs with meaningful volume, we sprint all the way to this $10 level, right? Right, we see the momentum start to flip, right broken beneath this spot right here. This is where short sellers like to get in, guys. It's called a green to red reversal. Notice how we had 4 green weeks in a row, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Right when we flip red, right, within nature, guys, this is a momentum shift, guys. A lot of beginner traders undermine how valuable this is. It is super, super important. We flipped green to red. The volume tapered off as well. Notice how the volume started to get smaller, and then the next candle volume really died out, and then we got crushed, right? So then stock price flips green to red. We go a little bit lower than this previous consolidation. Then we enter again another consolidation. We get over these same highs with volume, but this time, guys, we have much, much more volume, guys. We have a lot more pressure. So being that we're only about 70% on the way up, guys, we do believe we can revisit these $10 highs, perhaps breaking 1036 eventually, eventually leading to these IPO range, right? We IPO'd, stock price just got in a very, very tight pinch for quite some time, right? And then we knifed down, we perfectly ran up to that level, and then rejected on the monthly. So we are looking at deeper, price action. And not only is this level key within the weekly constructs other than the last rejection, but this is an IPO range. So this $10 level is very, very prevalent. So we do expect stock price to eventually grind up to that level. So as of now, we're expecting this to continue to reach this level and eventually probably consolidate and blow past it, but we will get into that if that does happen. So first and foremost, guys, we have to keep an eye on these green to red reversals, as when we zoom in on the past, every single big run with BBAI on the weekly has flipped green to red. Over here, guys, we see a beginning of the trend, right? A strong body bar initiating it. We flip red, and then we simultaneously enter this about a year of a downtrend, right? In the past, over here, we had a nice big green candle. This one is very, very dull, guys. This is a consolidation red candle. If we opened this about 3% higher, would have been green. So this doesn't really count for the exact theory, right? So 1, 2 green candles, 3, 4, right when we flip red, guys, green to red. The volume dies off as well. Notice how this coincides. Then we knife from 670 to as low as these lows in that around $1.70 area. Once again, guys, in the past, what did we see? This huge run up from the 670 level. 1 green week, 2, 3, 4, and then we flip red. Enter this choppy consolidation on this $10 level and knife down into this year or so downtrend, going as low as 50 cents. So we have a very clear parameter, guys, for where stock price will go. We do expect at least around 2 more weeks of price action continuation, right? This is a very volatile moment, guys, but seeing this crazy volume profile, guys, we just haven't seen this in the past, right? If we jump over to the monthly analysis, notice how in the past within these previous regions, within these run-ups to $16, we didn't even have a freaking hair, to hold a candle in this. So we're seeing this crazy volume breakout once again. So looking at all the data, guys, we're piecing the pieces together. It really does appear we're going to see these big, more green explosive bars at least press to these $10 highs until maybe reversing at these highs. Personally, I think we break past $10, just seeing all this momentum. On the daily analysis, guys, we see a really nice setup, right? We had this very nice bullish engulfing wide bar within this parabolic move up, right? We squeezed up here. We could get over this current wick, pressed out right here. We did not get over that wick. We pulled back down. We left the body at that level, signifying that $8 level is pivotal, right? We mentioned in the last video, expect 1 day or 2, perhaps 3, likely 2, to be flat. Not much to go on, and I do believe BBI moved like 1% today or something, so we were dead on accurate with that. And this looks really, really good for the bulls, man, is when you see this huge movement up And you're seeing this patient confluence amongst this level, right? And then we've seen the buyers really step up and do their job, guys. Any short sellers who were hoping to get this parabolic short, we immediately squeezed up towards the end of the day, inching towards this breakout level, which is effectively, at 790 level. But, we'll move towards the psychological $8 marker point, as these psychological levels are key, guys, right? First and foremost, where did this breakout initiate? That psychological $5 level we were chanting for weeks down in these, $3 levels, guys. So we did see the breakout. We did confirm over here. And this is what led to it. So we're currently pressed right at that, level with this ascending trend line. Looks really, really nice, guys. We need to see the follow through by the bulls, right? If we do crash down hard here, there is maybe a pullback and do, but we do feel there's about an 80% probability that we do just squeeze up right past this level, guys, right over that $8 level. Really keep an eye on that. Let's go flip over to hourly, guys. This is going to give us most of what we want, especially being that this is a parabolic run up with not a lot of daily candles in constraint. So on the hourly candlesticks, guys, man, this looks good. So it's really, really good. So on the hourly, right, within the last video, we mentioned we've seen this sharp movement up. Right now, we're kind of forming this bull flag-like structure. Hence, these constraints we had within the last video. This currently does apply to current price action. We had a few wicks over it on the hourly attempting, but no hourly close. So we clearly see, guys, a reoccurring trend on BBAI. Right, we make a big move within this channel. We get tight in this flag-like formation. We reach the bottom of this channel, and then we spike up hard, right? Once again, kind of getting this consolidation. Not quite a flag, but a nice consolidation. Get to the bottom of this channel. Huge movement up from that 550 range to around that $7 zone. Once again, guys, stock price forms this very nice flag-like structure. All right, just so beautiful, guys. To the bottom of this channel, we consolidate, and then we get the breakout. What are we seeing as of now, guys? We're seeing stock price make a big move up from this channel, forming that nice tight flag to the breakout. The reason why this setup is so good, guys, is that not only, are we getting the flag breakup, but we're reaching this huge area value, which is this ascending trend line, guys. I mean, within this very erratic stock within BBAI, we've seen stock price hold here for 1 hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours perfectly, and then launching off. We've had a ton of respect, guys, and we have seen the same confluence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. And it does appear we're inching towards the top of this flag for that breakout, guys. So keep this in mind, guys. This definitely could be one of those where we gap up, right, in the morning, and then we just, boom, skyrocket up. Really looks nice, man. Gotta love what you're seeing on the hourly. It's one of the strongest signs you can see with these parabolic setups when you see these bull flag continuations play out. Bull flag, breakout, continuation. Bull flag, breakout, continuation. And we're seeing it on this ascending trend line. So just a beautiful setup, guys. Really love the way this is looking. With that being said, right, if we do crash hard below, these lows at that 740 level, could be some more downside, guys, but just within this setup, guys, it's just so hard not to be bullish. We remain 0% biased on the channel, right? It's just how we are on the channel, guys. As a technical analyst, your emotion does not do anything. Sitting here being a moon boy hoping to go $1,000, it doesn't do anything, guys. I've been in the market too long. So we're seeing a lot of overwhelming signs, guys. Centering back to the weekly, just being a very strong setup with this nice pause, appearing to go up higher with these green candles, seeming to continue to go, right? This incredible volume profile. Flipping over the daily, we have this nice little pause, appearing to go higher once again. And then flipping over to the hourly, guys, we have a double setup being a pullback to the ascending channel and a very textbook bull flag setup, guys. So with that being said, I really do feel BBAI is set for higher price action. It's a very volatile stock, guys. So if we crack the floor, right, being that 740 hard, we could see downside, but it is a very high probability, guys. We just squeeze over $8, right? Probably pushing to that around that $9 level in a day, maybe higher, eventually pushing that $10 price target, guys. With that being said, guys, if you found any value out of the video, consider subscribing. We will go over BBAI price action updates about 2 times a week, perhaps more, just being the stock is very, very erratic in the moment. With that being said, guys, my name is Dylan once again. Have a good day, guys. Take care and trade smart. And peace.